Alright, and today I'm bringing you a bit of a different video. It's not the usual you'd see on my channel, and before you say excuse my FUT Champions, I only played 5 games of it and I only got bronze 2, so yeah, just ignore it. I am a Division 1, you know, that's good, but I think I've lost me 2 games. Like last time I was in Division 1 I got 3 games in a row, then I held the division, and now I'm losing 2 games in a row. Anyway, today's video is pretty much going to be a squad builder. I haven't actually totaled up the amount that the squad is worth, but I will after I actually show you what the squad is. So yeah, this team, it's not really that cheap. Yet again, it's not one of them teams that you'll struggle to build. Like, I didn't struggle to build it, and I don't buy coins, but I managed to be able to afford this team because I got decent rewards from FUT Champions. You know, here and there I do get gold 3, because my first one was gold 3, and from that I got 300k, which I was chuffed with. You know, I got some pretty good packs, and yeah, I'm just going to show you the team. So to start off in goal, I tend to question this man myself. It's Gianluigi Buffon. You know, 24,500 coins. That's the cheapest I could find in the market. Now I'm not gonna. What the fuck? Alright, he scored a goal for someone else's club. You know, well, it's most likely a penalty unless he ran the pitch and the other chap wasn't playing. And he got an assist. But he is 6.4 in height, 6'4". He is currently 39 years old, 88 rated, 24,500 coins. Now, is Buffon good? Yeah, he is good. Can he equate? See, I'm not gonna lie about players to make you buy them, but he's he's the best option other than Handanovic. And if I was to pick either one, I'd go with Buffon, purely because Handanovic isn't that good as well. Like, you'd think 85 or higher for the goalkeeper, especially at his price, would be very good. But no, they fumble the ball a lot. They don't save shots that should be saved, and they're just really questionable, especially Buffon. So yeah, he's the only one who actually works in this team to get 100 chem, or at least full chem on every player. So I kind of have to use this player unless there's another Juventus goalkeeper that you want to use, or I'd say you could use another Italian goalkeeper, but I haven't actually tried that out. In right back we do have Abate. Now you can go for someone else, but I just chose Abate. 2,400 coins. He is 5'11", born in 1986. I don't know what that is. I'm really not good at maths. But Abate, you know, he is pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. He's quick. He has good defending. He's strong. Like, he can muscle off players off the ball pretty good. The thing that I don't like about him is he does have high medium work rates, which means he's most likely gone, even if you have him on stay back while attacking, which I do, he's gonna run up the pitch and just keep running back and forth. So near the end of the game he will have barely any stamina left, which means people are most likely gonna be able to run past him a lot quicker. And as you can see, the high attacking work rates have gotten a goal for my club, and they've also gotten an assist, and he does not take my corners as far as I know. Centre back, I have Barzagli. Now this man is an absolute tank, no doubt about it. He has no goals, but 12,325, or you can just say just under 13,000. He's played 15 games for me, and he doesn't let in many goals. I'd recommend putting an anchor on him because that gets his pace, his defending, and his physical up. Now, this is a hybrid squad, as you could see by the title. Before I turned the squad into a hybrid, I did have Bonucci beside him, and to be honest with you, I think Barzagli just edges over that he's better than Bonucci because of his pace. Like, I had anchor on both of them, and Bonucci tended to think that he was a midfielder, and since Barzagli has low high work rates, it's very good, because you know, if he's on the halfway line, he's most likely gonna track back and defend, which is what he's meant to do, as he's a defender. So for just under 13 grand, this, you know, I genuinely think Barzagli is a bargain, because, you know, he's pretty much like a cheap Chiellini. or Chiellini, whoever you want to say it. And yeah, he's just a real tank. Over at left centre back, I do have Mats Hummels. Now, he cost me 25,500. He is also a rock, but if you don't have him on 10k, he's most likely not going to be the best player in the world. He has high medium work rates, which isn't the best for him because he has 64 pace. He won't be able to recover too quickly, but that's why I have the left back I have, and that's why I have Barzagli, because he will always stay back and defend. Hummels is a tall, like he's 6'3", which is very good. He's tall and strong, which is very good for him to muscle off a ball. Like if Moose is run down the wing or something, you wouldn't expect Hummels to be able to catch up with him, but believe it or not, he can, and his strength just gets like edges over him, so he can just easily muscle off Musa or someone that's quick like Martial off the ball. In left back we go Bernat. Now if I had 100 extra K I would have went David Alaba, but I don't, so I'm gonna go with Bernat because he helps get that 10 chem on, well, the whole squad. You know, I don't really have any flaws in this player. You know, he has 1 assist. I bought him for 1600 coins. He's 5'7". He has a high medium work rate, and he's, well, obviously left footed. Most left backs do have a left foot. You know, his high work rates don't really affect the game, in my opinion, because he seems to always be back in defending. You know, they help Hummels. So there's not really much to say about Bernat. You know, he's just the only option I could really go for. Now on right mid, oh no, it just got straight to CDM, sorry. In CDM, I do have Renato Sanchez. At first, I did have Asamoah, but he did, you know, I need to get that 10 chem on Mats Hummels. So, as you know, Sanchez is an absolute tank. 4-star weak foot, 3-star skill moves. It's not really necessary, his skill moves. Bought him for 1500 coins. Played 2 games, has 2 goals and 3 assists, which is very good for a CDM. He's 5'9", but he still wins headers left, right and centre, even if the player is 6'4". And he has high work rates, which means he gets up the pitch, and that's how he scored and assisted. And he's also back on the fence to help Hummels, Barzagli and pretty much the goalkeeper himself. In right mid we do have Juan Cuadrado. I bought him for 4.2k, 27 games, 20 goals, 5-star skills, 3-star weak foot, and a high medium attacking work rate and defensive work rate. Cuadrado, you know, I was hope like he's the best option in right mid in my opinion, unless there's a bunch of like I did try the man of the match Pachaka, or I hope that's how you say his name, the other right mid, and he's not really that good. Like he does edge over Cuadrado when it comes to some stats like physical, but I genuinely think Cuadrado is good. He has a good shot on him, like his long shots are good. Physical, I was kind of thinking of taking Engine off him because that doesn't do it. I was thinking of putting a Hawk on him because that gets his physical shooting and pace up. Because, you know, his dribbling is fantastic, his shooting's fantastic. I just need to get his physical up, and I don't want to like put on a bleeding anchor to get that up because that's just stupid. In left mid, I do have Douglas Costa. Now, ignore the bleeding one goal in 9 games. I don't tend to score with my wingers. I'll tell you that right now. But the 1 goal he did score was an absolute banger, which I will show you in the clips, and it was his right foot, surprisingly. So I bought Douglas Costa for 7, and I'm just going to say 7.5. He is 5'7", he has medium low work rates, he's left footed, 5-star skill moves and 3-star weak foot. You wouldn't think he'd have a 3-star weak foot purely because of the goal that he scores for me, but Douglas Costa is he's just real good. I was going to get Ribery, but he is slower, but if you put a Hunter card in him, he will be his pace will be in the 90s. But in order to actually afford the rest of the team, I decided to go with Douglas Costa. Now I might take Marksman off him, but I don't think I will because that really helps him. You know, his shot, his dribbling and his physical is probably most needed to be upgraded. So let's move straight to, now before I switch to my cam roll, it is very questionable, but I needed this player in to get 100 chem, especially on my striker. It is Sami Khedira. Now you may be thinking, why on God's name of earth do you have Sammy Khedira, who is a high work rate, playing in cam with a fucking anchor chemistry style on him? Now let me just tell you, he is 6'2", he has 9 games, 3 goals and 1 assist. This man is actually very good in cam, and because of his high work rates, he's always up and down the pitch, and he also has good stamina, which means he won't be dead at the end of the game. So I genuinely think, like, this player is just very good in cam, to be honest with you. Like, I did have him in CDM, but that didn't work out well because there was no one you could put in cam to get full cam on the strikers that I have. So yeah, if you haven't tried Khedira out altogether, he is 7.3k, because the stats on this man are insane, and I think it's because he's only like one of the only German players in Serie A. I'm not sure if there's any others. Well, actually, yeah, there is. There's Rudiger, the centre back, but I'm not sure how many others there are. So yeah, let's move on to the strikers. Right striker is Gonzalo Higuain. Right, this man I bought for 38k. If I sold him now, I'd sell him for around 45k because he has gone up a bit in price. Now, before I, decide to switch around things with this card, I did start scoring hat-tricks with this man. I started scoring long shots with this man. I started bullying defenders off the ball with this man. But now I think it's all to the left striker to do all that stuff. But he has 51 games played for me, 32 goals, 19 assists. He got 4 assists in one game, and the 4 goals went to the other striker in just one game. So that's how you know this strike force has to be good. He's 6 foot and he has a high medium work rate, which is very good. He has 4-star weak foot. But I was kind of hoping he would have got a little upgrade in the skill moves, because without that, he's kind of you kind of rely on his strength and just his pace, which is actually pretty good with a hunter card in him. I haven't checked what it gets boosted up to, but I think it gets boosted up to 90. I'm not too sure, maybe 89. And his shooting is out of this world. There's no doubt about it. He has probably one of the best shooting ever. His long shots are insane. He can easily take it past the keeper, just bang, tapping it in, goal. If you do have the coins, I'd recommend getting Higuain and maybe pairing up with Dybala up front if you're just going for a Serie A team. And now for the moment we've all been waiting for. I kind of shit myself there because I was checking to see if my mic was on mute, and it wasn't, thankfully. The moment we've all been waiting for. The left striker. You probably haven't guessed it, you probably have guessed it the way the team of the Bundesliga were going. Thomas Müller. This man is a tank. He has scored in every game so far, and obviously, well, I say that he scored in every game. He hasn't actually he didn't score like his first 2 games. No, he scored in his second game and not his debut, because I had to just leave the match because I had to do something. But I put a hunter card in this man, and I paid 25k. We're just gonna say that instead of just saying 25 and a quarter. But he has 10 goals in 9 games, 5 assists in 9 games. This man is unbelievable. He has 4-star weak foot, 3-star skill moves, just like Higuain. He's right footed, but instead he has high work rates, which to me doesn't really, like, at the start of a game he seems to defend a little bit more, but once he gets up the pitch he tends to stay up there. And he's 6'1", which is also very good for in the box, and he's also very strong, surprisingly. And with that hunter card and the shooting, he makes some of the best runs. With trip through ball, he's the first to react to it. He just sprints after the ball, and with the hunter card his shot is even better, so he's an absolute beast. Dribbling doesn't really bother me, to be honest with you, because he seems to be good enough at dribbling as he is. So yeah, I'd recommend you just going out and buying this team. And here and there I would try out, I tend to bring on Victor Barbo's birthday card if I'm losing the game, so I might bring him on for Khedira, Müller or Higuain, or sometimes I bring them on for a winger. I haven't actually brought them on for the winger yet. But yeah, this is the team. It is very, everybody's on 10cam except Renato Sanchez, but he, in my opinion, he doesn't really need 10cam. So yeah, that's the team. I did need it. I think I'm not sure if I take out this manager. Yeah, everybody goes down to 9 so that's why you need a German manager. I decided to go Klopp in the Bundesliga. He was currently in the BPL, or the EPL, I should say. Sorry. And one little thing I'm happy about is Sturridge now has 4-star skill moves, which I've been waiting for that for fucking years, man. And Barbo he had 4-star skills, and now he has 3-star skills, which I kind of wish he didn't. But now I'm gonna jump into a bunch of highlights with this team, and yeah, let's get into it. So to start off here, we do have a goal. I think it is indeed from Thomas Muller. He is usually on fire each game, you know. I'm not gonna have extremely long clips, but here we go, Muller. Now I wanted to put this in because I wanted to show how absurdly good Jack Butland is in this game. Here you see Barzagli out muscling the player, didn't catch who it was. And here we have, see, this, like I said before, Thomas Muller is usually the first to react, but yet again, Butland denying Muller's dream. Hummels there with the interception, and a goal from Martial, which I believe that, I just think that it should have been saved, to be honest with you. I think me goalkeeper Buffon came a bit too off the line there. But yeah, again, it was top corner. I have to give Martial that. It was a good goal. And here we are. I think that was like, no, I believe he did score a penalty on me after Muller did score this. You know, I think it was a clean finish. I don't know how I didn't score them other shots. It's beyond me. So that's 2 goals from Muller, and then a nice save, and then that's another save from Butland. He's unbelievable. And then I make it 3-2. He did score the penalty to make it 2-2, then I made it 3-2 with Muller. A nice header. And then here I believe that's another save. I brought the keeper out and then put him back in. You know, try bait him, and that usually works. And here to top the game off, beautiful tiki-taka play to Sanchez, and he manages to get a goal, and then another beautiful save by Buffon. Here we are, Sanchez opening the game with a low driven finesse shot 3 minutes into it, which is, it's pretty early into the game. Muller to Khedira, sorry. Buffon, see, this chap had Buffon as well. He was not reliable. It just shows how easy you can score long shots. Like my Buffon there, he kind of messed up. And like my right back has scored a second for himself, and it was outside the box. When do you ever see that? And here's Muller just to top it off. And I think this chap may have rage quit in the second half. Yeah, he did indeed, because I had to switch over to different gameplay. Here's Higuain for, I believe, one of his first goals in these series of clips. I'm not too sure. And here Higuain should be scoring that. It was a low driven shot, but for some reason it went above him. Buffon is just not reliable sometimes. I genuinely think he should have scored that. And there's Higuain to neatly tuck it into the bottom corner, doing the Suarez celebration, but that's Higuain's main celebration on this game. As you do see, this chap was winning 4-2. I brought on a Barbo, and he managed to score a late consolation goal. It didn't really help me, but this was only online friendly, so it didn't bother me too much. A Barbo getting another goal for himself. Muller, he wins the ball back, and Khedira, of all people to score, Khedira, like, he scored that long shot the other game. And here's Hummels. So Hummels was solid at the back, you know, he did make interceptions. There's a post for Higuain right there, he loves them. You know, I thought like Hummels was very good. There's questionable goalkeeping from Buffon this time. And there's a fantastic save from De Gea. Now Hummels was always back, you know, he always made the right decision. And I just thought he was very good, and I let this clip in just to show that Higuain isn't just, you know, relying on strength. He does have a good bit of pace on him. And there's Bernat showing what Bernat does. And here is the Douglas Costa goal. Just from, gorgeous. Just from that, you couldn't even tell he was right footed. Or left footed, I mean. Here I gave Muller the penalty. He won it, so I decided to give it to him purely because, like, I'm really enjoying Muller at the moment, and I wanted to give it to him. And I believe Khedira did score this goal, and he rage quit after. You know, you don't really see many rage quits. Well, at least I don't see many. Here and there I might get a few, but I did leave this in, so you know, just commentate over a bit, you know, just showing a couple of things here and there. So this team does work very well together, I'm not gonna lie. It is a very, very solid team, and I'd recommend you just go buying it. But Hummels is a tank, and so is everybody else on the team. So if you have the coins, I'd really recommend going trying out this team. But anyways, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like. If you want to see more content like this, or content in general, don't forget to subscribe. And I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.
Wouldn't it be nice living life like everything was a party? Only 18 years deep and now we're getting started. Finish line